Hello everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel. So I did a makeup tutorial last time and this time I'm going to do a brow tutorial for you. I find that brows are just like one of those taboo things that people just find so difficult, and I remember I used to never be able to do my eyebrows. Like, it was so... I have had some eyebrow disasters, let's just say that. I used to have like these massive bushy block brows that were absolutely disgusting, but I thought they looked amazing at the time. But yeah, so I'm just going to give you a little brow tutorial. It's super quick and super easy to do as well, just so everyone's on the same level. Like, I know not everyone likes the way I do my brows and not everyone's the same and blah blah blah, but it's just an easy way to do it, like if you struggle with it, because as soon as you get the right products for you, it is easy to do. Also, a main tip for you to make it easier to do your brows is to just get them done by somebody else. Don't do them yourself, because I think we all know that disasters happen. You'll end up with half a brow and it's just a disaster. So go and get them done. I get mine done at Benefit because I just find they're so affordable and they just do them amazing how I want them. If you want this type of brow look, I always ask to keep them as thick as possible and to give it a slight arch in the middle, which is what I want. I go to Benefit in Trafford Centre in Manchester and get them done by Katie. She's really good at brows and she does them exactly how I want them. Like, I've never had any complaints. I get a brow tint and wax, so it makes them darker as well. It also makes it easier to do if you don't even want to do your brows in the morning. But this is just a quick tutorial just to make it easier, just to give you a few ideas of how to get the desired brow look, which is easy. And also within the tutorial I'll be using soap for soap brows, because I know that's a massive trend right now, and a little tutorial on how to do that. So the first thing you want to do is definitely brush them brows up. Like, this is the only way you can get the correct shape of what you like. Brush the hell out of these now and then try and get the shape that I want. Like, I just like bushy type of brows, so I just keep brushing them up as much as I can, and then the shape just forms. Like, obviously you can brush them again after you've got the product in to brush out and brush them in the right direction, but I just try to keep brushing them up. Okay, so now I've got this type of shape, I'm just going to apply my product. The only thing I ever use is the Browsings by Benefit, because this honestly is the best type of thing I've ever used. Like, it's just the best product. It's so easy to use, and I try and use this really angled brush, but you want the thinnest type of angle brush you can find, just because it's easier to get precision. You're going to do the end of this first to get your initial shape, and then from that you can guide yourself. So this is, I find this is the easiest way to do it. So just try and start from this side, so middle to end, and just try and get that type of shape that you want. I just usually do quite long strokes and then flick them at the end type of thing, so then you'll get like this end bit here. Just try not to go too far off where the end of your brow finishes, just because it can look, as you can see, there's like different colours there. So try not to go too far down, like mine as sharp as possible. So that's perfect for me now. Like, that's a good type of guideline for me to do the rest. You just want to start in the middle now to get that arch, to get any type of shape. The shape comes mainly from this bit here. So I'm just gonna guide along where my natural brow is, but try and do an arch when it comes to the top. So you're just starting from the middle and then making your way there. I feel now that that is the perfect shape for the bottom. So now you can start on the top. It's just building it up really. Like, you will do this faster. Once you, like, I do this really fast in the morning, but it's just because I'm showing you now, I'm trying to do it slowly. So now you're going to start from the top. So you're going to start here and make your arch at the top, and then follow the way down just to connect it all up. So you don't want to start from the very edge, because this is where this otherwise it looks unnatural. So you want to start around here, just after probably a quarter of your brow, and go upwards and then down to try and get your arch. Obviously it's a lot easier when you've had them waxed and done this way, but If not, you can always type of style them that way. So I'll try and do like strokes, because if you do a long line, you have the danger of making them look too done and unnatural, and that's when they just start to look silly and a bit clownish. So from the top there, I've just made an arch where my natural brow is. So as you can see, it's quite light there, but you can brush it up and make strokes with your brush. You can keep applying products as well, by the way, just try not to do too much. So now I feel that I've got the correct arch. As you can see, like that's the arch that I want. Don't worry about edge bits because we can tidy it up. Now you want to do this underneath your brow, at the start of your brow, because you're going to buff this out. So you just need a thin line with hardly any product on your brush to go underneath here. So you can like I always just like tap it onto my hand like that if I feel like I've got too much. So now you're just going to make a thin line underneath the beginning of your brow. It can be a bit smudged as well because we're going to buff it out. Okay, so now you've got that. Don't worry if it looks too harsh now because we are going to buff it out. So try to get as least product as you can off of your brush and buff out all of this product that's on. So then this will go through your brow now. Just do light strokes like you would to make it look like real hair. And just keep buffing it out. Don't worry as well if it still looks too strong because we can use the spoolie to take away some product. So I always just start in the middle and work my way around and do the beginning of the brow last. Okay, so now we can start this beginning bit. And just keep working your way around, making light strokes to create natural looking hair. Light strokes at the front, extremely light strokes, just to make it look type of filled in but not too done. And then when you've done that and you feel like you've buffed out as much as you can, you want to turn your brush upwards like this, and you're just gonna pull the product upwards at the beginning of your brow. You're gonna brush all of your product out now, so you don't look like you've got too much in there. This is the best bit really, because even if you've made any like messes or you feel they're too harsh, you can just buff it out. Like the difference already is obvious. Now for the fun bit. So there's a new thing at the moment that seems to be a massive trend on social media and with YouTubers and bloggers and makeup artists. It's using soap to set your brows. So instead of using like a setting gel like Rimmel or anything like that, you'd actually use soap instead, and I find it so much better if you have bushier brows or longer brows. So I think it's just a major trend that is just hitting off, and it's just an easy thing for us to replicate. So all you need is a bar of soap. Like, it literally does not matter what type of soap you have. I just use like a cheap type of normal soap that you'd use anyway, and you need some water. You can use obviously a spray of water, that might be a bit easier, and then you just dip the edge of the soap into your water. You need another spoolie, not the one that you use on your brows because it's just going to be too difficult to, like, as you can see, like this one is disgusting, like I use this on the soap all the time. So you want a different spoolie, so you can buy us a cheap spoolie, that'd be fine. And then you just need to scrape over the top of the soap. Now we've got that, we need to just dab it onto our hand. Now we're just going to brush this out. So this is just going to be trying to brush them up as much as you can. Using your spoolie, just brush up, really light touches, don't drag it through your brow because then you'll just have soap in your brow and that just won't look great. Just drag your brows up. All the way through. So as you can see now, like some hairs are attaching upwards and looking quite messy, but that's the look that we're going for anyway. keep dragging that spoolie upwards with your soap on. You just want it to kind of look really messy, undone and effortless. And the soap is amazing for setting your brows, like these will not move all day. Just super light. Like if you feel the sticking a bit too much, you can get your other spoolie, your clean spoolie that you use just to brush your brows out, and just brush them out a bit more. And now you should have the desired effect. So this is your done brow, completely done, and this is your unfinished one. So hopefully you can tell the difference there. So that's my brows completely done. I just like to finish off with a bit of highlighter underneath just to define them a lot more. I use the Glow Topshop cream to apply like the thinnest layer underneath your brow just to give some sort of definition and highlight. I love this so much. I've had this pot actually for ages and it's lasted absolutely years. Like it's ridiculous how long it's lasted. I think it's just with powders you hit pan like as soon as you use it just because you use it so much. But the creams last a bit longer. That is completely finished now. It's literally the easiest way I think to get them done. And obviously it makes it easier if you've had your brows done completely, like waxed and everything. But I just think it's easier to use a pot or some sort of set that's been designed to help you do your brows. Like this Browsings, I've had this for years. And it's the only thing I've ever used really that's been easy to use. I definitely try Benefit Browsing because it is actually amazing and it lasts forever as well. Like I've had this since May and I've not hit pan yet. So if you like this video or found it useful, then please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. There's lots of beauty, fashion and vlogs and stuff for you. I've recently got back into it. I know I keep having these breaks and it's ridiculous, but I will be filming lots more videos. My previous video before this one was an autumn makeup tutorial, which is so easy to do and I've done it a little bit today. Yeah, so give that a watch and leave a comment. Like if you need to know what products I've used, what I'm using today, blah 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 blah, then please just leave a comment. Thanks!